The top news headlines. Union Minister Piyush Goyal arrives at Imphal. BJP leaders accord warm welcome to Union Minister at Thambal Shanglen. "24 hours total shutdown called by Atshum demanding tabling of HAC recommended ADC Bill 2021 affects normal life in hill districts. Union Minister of State for Education and External Affairs Dr. R.K. Ranjan inaugurates first ever post office passport Seva Kendra of State at Kaching. Hello and a very good evening. You're watching the MAMI TV English News Bulletin. I'm ALBINA. The Union Minister for Commerce and Industry, Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution and Textiles, Piyush Goyal, arrived at Imphal on a two-day visit today. He was accorded a warm welcome by a team led by Chief Minister of Manipur and Birain and President of BJP Manipur Pradesh, A. Sharda Devi, at Thambal Shanglen at Nityaipat Chutheg. Speaking on the occasion, the Union Minister expressed happiness at visiting the state and acknowledged the worldwide popularity of the artisans and weavers of Manipur. The contribution of the party leaders must always be remembered, he said. He sought the support of the people to make sure BJP gets sweeping win in the upcoming general elections.
अलग-अलग प्रकार से मणिपुर की विकास यात्रा पिछले 5 साल की हम सब ने देखी है, चाहे वो प्रधानमंत्री जनधन योजना हो जिसके तहत 10 लाख अकाउंट मणिपुर में खुले, और आज के दिन भी पहले सोचा जाता था कि जनधन अकाउंट तो जीरो बैलेंस अकाउंट हो, अब जनधन अकाउंट में भी डिपॉजिट है बैंक में। गरीबों ने भी समझ लिया कि बैंक में थोड़ा बचत रखना आगे कभी दुख सुख में काम में आता है।
Speaking on the occasion, Chief Minister Birain said the Union Minister is visiting the state to inspect the development projects in the state ahead of the general election.
Party ki karketa mayam da koi election lap ko loina na uno saba buildings mashi mayam si yeng bagal loina koi mayam da kitang encourage hoiba magi wahi wata thara thambina ba ne koina ma party office sang na ba ne koina invite up jabani aduna. Once again, we all wholeheartedly welcome our Honorable Union Minister Piyush Goyal ji, and hope that your visit will definitely boom the morale of the caricature of the BJP state of Manipur. Thank you, sir.
The 24 hours total shutdown called by all tribal student union Manipur Atsum in Hill district since last midnight has crippled normal life. The shutdown was imposed after agreement on Atsum demand to convene a special assembly session to table the Hill Area Committee. HAC recommended Manipur Hill Area's Autonomous District Council Bill 2021 couldn't be reached between representatives of Atsum and the Chief Minister during a meeting yesterday. Endorsing the shutdown, Kuki Students Organization KSO Moray blocked Imphal Moray Road at Chikim Village since early morning. Vehicles remain off roads, shops were shut, and trade and business activities were immensely affected by the shutdown. People also blocked roads at Gangbifai in Kangpokpi district to Ibong Market in Churachandpur district. On the other hand, the shutdown did not affect areas along National Highway number 37, Imphal Jiribam Road, and areas under the jurisdiction of Joint Tribe Student Association JTSA, as the association had earlier termed this shutdown called by Atsum as illogical. Union Minister of State for External Affairs and Education, Dr. R.K. Ranjan, has inaugurated the first ever post office passport Seva Kendra POPSK of the state in Kaching district yesterday. The POPSK was inaugurated under the Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India, in association with Post Office Department. The inaugural event was held at Januram Hall, Kaching, Sumak Laikhai, organized by the Ministry of External Affairs and Regional Passport Officer, Guwahati. Speaking on the occasion, Union Minister of State Dr. R.K. Ranjan said the POPSK at Kaching was made functional from February 2019 on trial basis. Considering the success of its operation, the post office was officially inaugurated yesterday. He said the Union Minister of State further stated that the POPSK was inaugurated with an objective to cater to the demand for passports and to reach out to people in far-flung areas of the state.
Under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi and External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar, the Ministry of External Affairs has significantly expanded the reach of passport services to bring it to the doorstep of our citizens. With the conscious effort of the Ministry of External Affairs, the passport application process has become less cumbersome and user-friendly.
Union Minister of State Dr. R.K. Ranjan also released an exclusive cover of Safi Lanfi of Manipur, which has received geographical indication GI tag. Ex-MLA of Kaching Assembly Constituency Y. Surchandra welcomed Prime Minister Narendra Modi's announcement to scrap the three contentious farm laws. Farmers from across India have been continuously staging protests demanding scrapping of the three laws. Surchandra stated that everyone should be grateful to the centre's decision to repeal the three laws. He expressed his encouragement and respect to all the farmers who participated in the agitation. He further stated that the withdrawal of the three farm laws is a big achievement for the farmers. Surchandra also expressed his condolences on the death of around 700 farmers in the year-long agitation against the controversial farm laws.
Minimum support price of Manipur, for example, Pauji 1BD. 1BD is the Pauji type city, and farmers sing suffer to and minimum support price until and unless ek binding wahindragadi farmers in the awabang settings at Legani, Maramadana, Atopa, Dabi to farmers in a rebuilt over low hundu, Luna Atopa, minimum support price, Lona, the egg binding wahinba, Sinnison with Dabi Karaladi, Regi, Mogi. Stubble burning matanga, Sinasuma late ma'ams, Part Sarkana, Pitokon Toy, Matang issues Kanakumatamda, Masisu two in a farmer demands in Pitokio the April to Delhi.
As part of the celebration of 75 years of India's independence, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, Imphal West District Police organized a tree plantation drive this morning in different parts of Imphal city. The team of Imphal West Police, under the supervision of Superintendent of Police Dr. S. Ibomcha, in association with Forest and Archaeological Department, planted the tree saplings at Kangla, eastern side of BT Park, along with the women folk of Imakaithel, and at all police stations and outposts of the district. Former Minister of Mahut Okram Henry Singh has been appointed as the advisor to Chief Minister. This was notified in a release issued by the Chief Secretary and Secretary Cabinet, Dr. Rajesh Kumar, yesterday. MLA of Kangabok Assembly Constituency O. Surya Kumar inaugurated the newly constructed building of Social Reformation Union Saru at Thobal Wangmataba Sorok Makha and handed it over to the authority of the club. MLA of Kangabok Constituency O. Surya Kumar, advisor of Saru A.K. Ibotombi, and former MLA of Kangabok Constituency O. Landoni attended the inaugural program as the President, Guest of Honor and Chief Guest respectively. As part of the program, the MLA presented gifts to the families of the late members and former office bearers of the club. Speaking on the occasion, MLA Surya Kumar said it is a sign of a club's good functioning that youths are actively and voluntarily participating in fight against drugs and in fight against COVID-19 during the first and second wave of the pandemic. He further sought continuous involvement of youths in such activities to usher in development in the state.
Border international border masih truck problem tam the chong si mamang ki si namtha ba su namtha mani hai na ha khajai si namtha si keno to ba si ai amuka na club ki volunteer ne si ko kala to ko chari ai taraf tagi honorable exchange ai papu ki taraf tagi koi na ba Mati alam ba kayo extend to na ba koi ko na sabi
A 3-day entrepreneurship skill development training program kicked off yesterday at Kakching Wairi Kangong Pareng. The training program was organized by MTE Apparel High School under the supervision of MLA of Kakching Assembly Constituency M. Rameshwar. Speaking on the occasion, the MLA said the training program was organized with an objective to boost the income of the people under BJP-led government. Despite organizing such training programs in the past, it was not successful due to the lack of conviction by the trainees and the negligence of the organizers. As such, he appealed to the women folk of Kakching Wairi to grasp the opportunity and make use of the training program to generate income.
Trainee beneficiary kangunasu potsi scheme dugi matungina program matungina tawdaba aduga masibu program sibu scheme sibu sembiriba official sing natraga promoter iba kangunasu masi fazana monitor to bidaba yengchin bidaba aduna maram oiraganda ground level da akoina yethoiba machine natraga khuju khulai tool si prajana beneficiary na fazana siderga madugi mapung phaba object tugi matungina madugi mathau tawdre.
As part of the Corporative Social Responsibility CSR activities, Punjab National Bank PNB Chiribam branch on Friday handed over medical equipments to the district hospital at Uchathol in Chiribam district. The medical equipment included one operation theatre, OT bed with stand, one electrosurgical generator with cord wire, OT LED light with cord wire, 2 remote controls and 4 OT LED lights stands without screw. Speaking on the occasion, Deputy Commissioner of Chiribam district W. Malem Nganba Chenglei expressed gratitude to PNB for providing the equipment amid their effort to upgrade the hospital. Head of PNB Imphal Circle Manish Debarma, Additional Deputy Commissioner of the district James Hang Singh, Chief Medical Officer of the hospital Dr. E. Okendro and Chief Manager of the bank as Stephen Imol were among those present on the occasion.
Yamdabina, being Asina, Yam, deposit saving loan paper, money and arms to Pakilin, Namdana, CSR.
Thambal campaign was launched at every polling stations of Kangabok constituency. The campaign was launched under the supervision of BJP aspiring candidate of the Assembly constituency in the upcoming elections of Manipur Legislative Assembly, Dr. Kundrakpam Akoisana. President of BJP Manipur Pradesh A. Shada had launched the campaign for the constituency on November 5. Speaking on the occasion, Dr. Akoisana expressed confidence that BJP will win in the upcoming general elections since he received blessings from his supporters.
Jing Lambi Makada, who is a Tadar, Punamasisu, Makamsu Tojari, Adolana, I call Massinam, Adam Sanai Pondusu, Satar Zarukini, Aduga, Ate, Mandal City, Pungamu, Satar, Tabanke, Han, and other.
Vice President of BJYM Thobal District L. Brozan and General Secretary Organization N. Shyam Kishore attended the launching program. India reported 10,302 new COVID-19 cases with 267 deaths in the last 24 hours, 7.2% lower than yesterday, according to data shared by the Union Health Ministry. The country's cumulative caseload declined to 3.44 crore, of which total recoveries were at 3.39 crore across the country. A total of 11,787 patients recovered in the last 24 hours, with recovery rate at 98.29%. India's active caseload stands at 1.24 lakh and active cases declined by 1,752 in the last 24 hours. With 267 deaths, the total reported death count increased to 4.65 lakh. So far, a total of 51.59 lakh vaccine doses were administered in the last 24 hours, which led the total tally of doses administered to 115.79 crore across the country. P. Chidambaram hit out at the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP) for allegedly making key decisions without prior cabinet approval. The Congress leader was referring to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's announcement on Friday, wherein he declared that the centre will repeal all the 3 farm laws with a due procedure in the parliament. In a tweet today, P. Chidambaram targeted PM Modi, saying that he made the big announcement without discussing it in a cabinet meeting. P. Chidambaram also said that it is only under the BJP that laws are made and unmade without prior cabinet approval. He also launched an attack on Union Home Minister Amit Shah, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and BJP National President JP Nadda over the tweets following Prime Minister Modi's speech on Friday morning. Madhya Pradesh, Indore has yet again made it as India's cleanest city in the nationwide annual cleanliness survey. Indore was declared India's cleanest city for the 5th time in a row by the central government today. The Indore collector took to Twitter to congratulate the residents of the city on the achievement. Collector Manish Singh has said that this has been possible due to the cleanliness awareness of the citizens. While Indore has been named as India's cleanest city this year as well, Gujarat's Surat ranked 2nd in the nationwide annual cleanliness survey Swachh Survekshan 2021. Vijayawada in Andhra Pradesh bagged the 3rd position. Meanwhile, Chhattisgarh has been declared as India's cleanest state. President Ramnath Kovind gave away awards to winners. Swachh Survekshan is an annual survey of cleanliness, hygiene and sanitation in cities and towns across India, launched as part of the Swachh Bharat mission. At least 14 people were killed and 18 others reported missing as heavy rains continue to ravage parts of Andhra Pradesh. In Kadapa district, the downpour triggered flash floods, leaving 10 dead. 4 people lost their lives in rain-related incidents in Chittoor district. Swollen rivers and rivulets caused a huge deluge in 3 Rayalaseema districts, cutting off roads at some places and throwing life out of gear. In many places, roads turned into canals and swept vehicles away. As many as 1,544 houses were damaged, 3.4 hectares of agricultural fields inundated, and hundreds of cattle animals were lost. The loss of public property in this district is estimated to be around rupees 8,206.57 lakh. SDRF, police and fire services personnel rescued tens of people from flood-hit places in Kadapa and Chittoor districts. The proposed daily tractor march to Parliament during the upcoming winter session has not been withdrawn, and a final call on this as well as the future course of the agitation will be taken in a Sunday meeting, farmers' leaders say today. To observe 1 year of the anti-farm law agitation, the Samyuk Kishan Morcha (SKM), an umbrella body of farmers' union, had earlier this month announced that 500 farmers will participate in a peaceful tractor march to Parliament every day during the winter session starting November 29. However, Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday announced the centre will repeal the 3 farm laws, marking a climb down by his government to meet the unrelenting demand of farmers protesting in several states against the reform measures. Before we end the bulletin, let's look at the top news headlines once again. Union Minister Piyush Goyal arrives at Imphal. BJP leaders accord warm welcome to Union Minister at Thambal Shanglen. 24 hours total shutdown called by Achum demanding tabling of HAC recommended ADC Bill 2021 affects normal life in hill districts. Union Minister of State for Education and External Affairs Dr. R.K. Ranjan inaugurates first ever post office Passport Seva Kendra of State at Kakching.